So, y'all know what happened with Texas recently, right? I'm hoping everybody knows. Because my memory is that Texas got completely frozen over, something that it was not really prepared to have happen to it. And, well, when it got frozen over, of course, the entire power grid got screwed up. Now, Texas uses something called a demand-based system, if memory serves, for its electricity and utilities. This is supposed to make it to where if there's a bunch of demand for something, then the costs get lowered. But if the demand gets lower because, well, they can't produce it, then things get screwed up. Maybe I'm getting everything wrong where that's concerned, but that is my recollection of how it works. And it's screwed up. It's really screwed up. Now, why is this important? Well, have you seen the power bills that people are having to deal with?
All new tonight here on the
Oh
News
my
at
God.
5, the public utility.
Who wants to listen to that? Nobody wants to listen to that. Stop that. Go away. Go away completely. We are going to listen to that, but not right now. So, let's go ahead and see what is going on with Texas. Let's go ahead and see what is happening with their power bills at the moment.
The Commission has decided not to fix ERCOT's $16 billion billing mistake during the winter storms last month. The Texas Tribune reporting, Potomac Economics, the independent market monitor for the PUC, said ERCOT overcharged power companies during the storms. The Tribune says some of those companies passed that cost on to their customers. PUC Chair Arthur DeAndrea says some Texas electricity customers could have benefited from a decision to readjust the market prices for the week of the storm, but other customers could have been harmed by doing that. DeAndrea says a retroactive decision would have winners and losers.
So, okay, now what's the context of this? What actually happened with these bills? What I've been seeing on Twitter is some pretty hefty power bills. Things in the thousands of dollars. These bills. Let me see if I can get you guys some images real quick to go with. Some images of these actual bills here. Oh yeah, no, shit like this. Shit like this. Here, it's loading up. Taking forever. Unfortunately, this is from Daily Mail, but they actually have screenshots of some of these power bills here. Look at this. $1,600 power bills? $7,000 power bills? $4,000 power bills? And why? All because a single company decided that it wanted to fuck over everyone. Now, we're going to go ahead and read this article. Take a look at some of the context in here. But yeah, no, this is Race Rock has it right. This is capitalist innovation right here. Texas's utility regulator had an opportunity Friday to eliminate some of the $16 billion that the state's grid operator overcharged power companies during last month's deadly winter storm. But the board of the Public Utility Commission chose not to do so, or the board of the Public Utility Commission chose not to do so. Some Texas electricity customers could have benefited from a decision. Some customers, dude, if I was charged $7,000 in power usage for for a single month, you know what that would do to me? That would make me homeless, because I could not afford that ever. And it's not like it's not like people could just choose different power companies here, because there's a regulator that is setting the prices for the companies themselves. You change power companies, you're still going to have all the exact same problems. They could have benefited from a decision to readjust some electricity market prices for the week of the storm, but other customers could have been harmed by such a move. Like what? How would they have been harmed? And in what way? If A handful of if a shit ton of customers get charged $7,000 to $8,000, and then some other customers get charged what, 100 more than normal, or 100 less than normal. I don't even know. I don't even know what they're using to argue that. I don't, because I totally get how it looks. How it looks like you're protecting consumers by readjusting prices, but I promise you, you're not. He promises us that he's not protecting consumers by readjusting prices when those prices are in the thousands and they're literally unable to pay them. DeAndre added that a retroactive decision would have winners and losers. You don't know who you're hurting, and you think you're protecting the consumer, and turns out you're bankrupting someone else. Okay, but who are you bankrupting here? Are you bankrupting the power regulator? Because if that's the case, fuck them. Seriously, the individual people who were screwed over by that storm are more important to me than your faceless corporation. Have somebody else step into the vacuum you leave behind because of your mismanagement. Is that how the fucking market's supposed to work? Potomac Economics, the independent market monitor for the PUC, which oversees grid operations, and the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, had recommended that the PUC retroactively reduce the market price for power for at least part of the week of the freeze. Yeah, part of it. Just cut a few $1,000s off of it. That's fine, right? That'll be okay. Oh god, it's going to replay the video. No, do not replay the video. Stop it. Nobody wants autoplay. Not a single human being wants autoplay. In Texas, wholesale power prices are determined by supply and demand. When demand is high, ERCOT allows prices to go up. So I was incorrect. Okay, so because demand was so astronomically high when the grid was down, the prices get to go up magically. Literally. It's literally a fucking guy sitting back there with a TI-86 calculator going, "Yep. And today we fuck over the workers." You need some ad block during these segments. I have ad block on. It's not enough sometimes. But yeah, no, the operator set the wholesale power prices to $9,000 per megawatt hour, the maximum price. Who the fuck can afford that? Who? Raising prices is intended to incentivize power generators in the state to add more power to the grid. Companies then buy power from the wholesale market to deliver to consumers, which they are contractually obligated to do. But extended freezing weather made that impossible because it knocked a large portion of the state's electricity generators offline. ERCOT managed its highest level of emergency alert, or maintained its highest level of emergency alert until the morning of February 19th. 5 days after the storm initially struck the state, a signal to the market that the power grid was still unstable, which kept prices high. Potomac Economics wrote in a letter to PUC that ERCOT kept market prices too high for nearly 2 days after widespread outages ended late the night of February 17th. ERCOT should have reset the prices the following day. So I have a question. When ERCOT tries to argue that you don't know who you're hurting when you do this, who is going to be hurt by lowering their power bills to be acceptable? Who? Who is hurt by that? Please, somebody in the comments section, please explain to me who is hurt by lowering everybody's power bills from $9,000 fucking dollars per megawatt hour to something that is actually reasonable. Please tell me. I do not know. Keeping the market at an artificial $9,000. Why are you... No. Why is that playing? Where is it playing from? Why do you have multiple places that autoplay? Why would you do this? Who designed this website? And why? That should be a crime. You know what? ERCOT has a crime that I believe this is a crime. It is not legally one, but I believe it should be. Second on the list of human rights violations should be autoplay. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway. Keeping the market at an artificial $9,000 for 32 hours costs $16 billion. Those hours should be repriced. But, of course, for the time being, they don't want to redo those prices. They don't. Because redoing those prices would hurt, I guess, the capitalist class? Millionaires? CEOs? God, I gotta think of the millionaires and the CEOs. Oh God, I'm heartless. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Thinking about hurting millionaires. Just, I'm so bad. But no, what do you think in the comment section below? I think that this is terrible. This is absolutely screwed up, and nobody should have to deal with this. This is absolutely bonkers. And if you're a Texas resident, what are you planning on doing about this? Because this should not be allowed to fly. So, in the comment section below, if you are a Texas resident, please let me know what your plan is. And if you're not, then please, I would like somebody to argue that it's okay to charge somebody this much via essentially a monopoly. There is no option here. You have to argue pro-monopoly to say that this is okay. So, I don't know. I want to hear your plans. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what you guys think. So, if you enjoyed this segment, though, please hit the like button. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoy my content and you want to support what I do, please check the description below, and you will see links to everything from my Patreon to other shit down there as well. If you want to support me, please click those links. And as always, everyone, insert end of video tagline.